Greetings, my fellow creators and creations of the Almighty Most High. I am Karma. Welcome and congratulations for having the courage to face your karma, good and bad. These timeless messages are for anyone that needs to hear them, and if you tapped on this video, then they're meant for you. How you doing? I'm always wondering if you're doing all right, like all the time, so I figure I should start asking, how are you? And I do hope the answer to this is positive, but it's okay if it isn't. So, I will be using today the Soul Mirror Oracle deck. And this deck has two different perspectives, the two supporting roles from the traditional tarot. The main character is communication. So you may be in a situation that requires some communication from you, or there is something that someone wants to communicate to you, and they can't find the words, is what I just heard. It's difficult for me to find my words right now. You know that moment when you're trying to convey a certain message, or you're trying to make a certain point to someone, and you know exactly what you want to say, but your mind just won't give your mouth the words to say. It's like your mind goes blank when you try to speak. Which brings me to the fear-based aspect of this communication card, which is stifled, referring to stifled communication. And the love-based perspective is communicative. So there could be a message that someone wants to convey to you, but they don't know how to find the words to tell you, or it's difficult for them to they could be afraid that you're going to take it the wrong way, that you are going to perceive whatever they want to communicate to you in a way that they don't intend. Communication is, if not one of, the single most important things to establish a foundation in any relationship. And it's also the thing to reinforce that foundation after a relationship has started. If you don't have communication, you really don't have nothing. You are allowing a person in your life that is essentially, that starts off as a stranger and they remain that way if there's no communication. You can be around somebody for years and still not know who they are if there is no effective communication, if there's no efficient communication within the relationship. What's the first supporting role to this energy? Interesting. It's the Ten of Wands. Carrying the weight of 10 wands is a lot. It's a lot to carry. Determination, perseverance. There's someone dealing with something really heavy right now, something that may be causing them strain to hold on to. But there's also a determination factor with the Ten of Wands. This person has a pretty heavy load to carry, but it don't look like they about to fall anytime soon or stumble. Their path is clear. Although they have a lot to carry, they know where they're going. They can see the finish line in sight. So you may be dealing with a lot right now, but it's nothing that you can't handle is what I'm getting. You can be in a situation where all of the things that you're responsible for may feel like a burden, but it's also something that you have to deal with, something that you can't quit on. This burden is yours, and it's your responsibility. And as long as you put one foot in front of the other, you will get to where you want to be. You will accomplish the goal that you have in mind. He can't see where he's going, but his feet are still very sturdy in stride, strong in their stride. He's determined, and so are you. You're determined to get through this. It's certainly easy to keep going when you can see the finish line in sight. I'm not sure how this may relate to the main character of communication or not, but if it makes sense to you, then it's for you. And make sure you apply it in terms of your highest good. The second supporting role, the Ace of Pentacles. Very beautiful card, very beautiful energy that radiates from this. There's something about the way you communicate that gives people inspiration. Your voice can make you money, is what I just heard. Or your voice will make you money as long as you use whatever fear you may have to your advantage. Fear is something that can stifle a person's communication. Yeah, this person that has something to tell you, they're scared. They're scared about what you're going to think. And they're also worried that you will take it the wrong way. The Ace of Pentacles means that there is an opportunity for abundance that is coming your way and it's divinely guided. And it has to do with the way you communicate. And this doesn't have to do with physical money. Like, this could be an opportunity for you to find peace, an opportunity for you to find more energy, an opportunity for you to find more creativity. This can bring you abundance in many other forms. Maybe there's something that you want to say to someone and you're not sure how to find the words. This is what the energy is giving me, and it is up to you to pull your truth from it. And if it doesn't resonate, don't diss it, just dismiss it. We're going to go into the additional messages, starting with the communication card. With it being the main character, that is always the best place to start. You are a communicative person, but you don't always show this. You love to talk things through and be social, but a lot of people don't know this about you. You can be a person that sees communicating with others as a burden of some sort. But what I'm getting is that if you opened up and used your gift of communicating and socializing with others, it can bring you something very much so needed in your life. It can give you something that can enrich your life in some way. You being more communicative. And I do agree. It is not always good to show every single person you meet who you are. What I mean by that is you can't show your underbelly to everybody that comes along. You can be yourself. Being yourself is one thing, but allowing a person into the personal spaces of your mind and your personality, that vulnerability, not everybody that comes along deserves that vulnerability from you. Not everybody that comes along will treat your vulnerability right. Not everybody will treat your vulnerability with care, with love and support. Speaking your mind makes you feel vulnerable, but speaking your mind is going to open you up to a lot of abundance, a lot of abundant energy. Now, that was way too many. Additional messages for communication. Okay, well, additional messages are being stubborn while I'm grabbing. Okay. But I would like to note what I'm seeing on the communication card. I am seeing the body of a woman. It's like starting at her torso down with flowers. I see moths here. The illustrations on this deck is absolutely beautiful. I love them. Everybody has a social butterfly inside of them, no matter how introverted they may be. When your communication or your throat chakra is stifled or clogged or blocked, it's because of something that you experienced on the outside of yourself, something that you experienced out in the world. A social butterfly lives in every single one of us. I totally forgot about the additional message. So, for communication, risky business. That is an interesting thing to come out for communication, because that means that you feel like there's risks in you talking to somebody or talking to people or saying how you feel. Maybe you're a person that gets carried away when you open up to someone. You could be a person that feels like you overshare on accident to the wrong people. And this is a burden that you carry around with you. You've been hurt before by someone that has resulted in you having a scarred throat chakra. Now you feel like it's a burden for you to communicate with people. Maybe you've gotten burned for something that you said to someone before. You could be in a situation where your trust has gotten violated from the information that you shared with someone. And now you carry around this burden of stifling your throat chakra from people. And you are confident in the fact that you don't want to open up to people like that. You're comfortable in your antisocial vibe. And you know what? That is okay, because it's where you feel at the least resistance. But allowing your throat chakra to stay closed for too long, especially when it's pulling on you, especially when you know that you have things that you want to say, it can turn you away from opportunities of abundance. Additional message for the Ten of Wands. We're not in a rush here. An additional message for the Ten of Wands is it's not bad, it's just different. What does this mean for you? There's nothing wrong with being different. Something made me want to tell you that it's okay to be who you are right now, to be where you are right now. It's okay to be antisocial. It's okay to set boundaries for yourself, is what I'm trying to say. It's okay to wear your own personal armor if that is the way that you feel comfortable showing up in the world. But there's always effects to our choices. So yeah, that's what I was getting at. Something wanted me to tell you that it's okay to be who you are, and now underneath the Ten of Swords says it's not bad, it's just different. Having all this stuff to manage, dealing with your stuff is not bad, but it is rare. It's different. It's not something that you see people doing every day. Picking up their shit and dealing with it, handling their business. That's what this energy is about, the Ten of Wands. It's about bootstrapping it and handling your business. Even if it's hard, even if the burden feels like an overload, it's your burden, it's yours. So it's meant for you to carry, and it's meant for you to make it to where you're supposed to go. It's meant for you to deal with, and you will. Your destination is in sight, and there's no way you give up when you see how close you are, and then when you see how far you've come as well. Opening up to step outside of your comfort zone is risky business, but there's reward in putting yourself in that discomfort. By initiating challenging circumstances for yourself for the sake of your own betterment and expansion, you always get rewarded for that. It's never easy, but it's something that you're choosing to do. And with this Ace of Pentacles, the reward is in sight. And what additional messages do we have for the Ace of Pentacles? We got one. For the Ace of Pentacles, we have The customer is always right. The customer is always right. Now, the additional messages can be just a small nudge towards something as well. Any and everything about the energy can mean something, from something very subtle to something quite profound and literal. But in this case, I heard in my head the Most High is always right. I guess in this case, the customer is the divine, the Most High. And no matter how crazy or wacky it may seem, it's always right in the end. There's the relation. So when you have customers, sometimes customers, they have really weird and wacky requests. They may have crazy ideas. If you've ever worked in retail, you definitely know. Or have had any job where you have to deal with the public. You have clients or customers or something. They always do something wacky or crazy or have crazy suggestions or expectations of you. In this case, we're talking about the divine here. You may be feeling like sometimes you feel guided to do something and you're like, and you know that it's something that your spirit is guiding you to do. Something within is telling you that this is the right thing to do, but you're thinking, really? Really? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing right now? Are you sure? Like, okay, type of thing. This don't seem right, but I'm gonna trust the process. This is that type of situation, like it's gonna lead to your abundance in some way, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, or material. Your gut, your intuition. I guess that's the customer in this message here as well. Like if you feel something within, like if your heart is speaking to you and telling you, like, yes, this is what is best for you, then you have to listen to that. Well, I guess you don't have to. I always have to say that because you don't have to, but it would be in your best interest to listen to your gut, even if it may not feel comfortable. A lot of times, the Most High guides us towards making an uncomfortable decision because it knows more than we do in that situation what is best for us. And you have to listen to that piece of you, whether it's something that you need to say to someone else, whether it's something you need to confront someone about, or whether it's something that you need to come out as a form of self-expression. Spirit doesn't want me to forget that I mentioned that there's something that someone wants you to know that they may not be equipped with the words to convey. Let's look at the guidebook and see what the guidebook has to say about this communication card, because I forgot to read the passage from the guidebook. It reads as follows: Embrace the beauty of clear communication. Let your inner being shine through in all that you do. Communicate with honesty and clarity, knowing that this reflection of your true self will attract prosperity, health, and enlightenment. There's your gift of abundance. Your communication is the outer projection of your inner being. It is where we externally transfer the energy of our thoughts and feelings out into the universe. It is important to reflect on your emotions with complete honesty, because that process will be reflected in the world through our expression and communication. When you deny your true feelings, this denial is expressed and then met outside of you with confusion and misunderstanding. You are essentially suppressed, installing your wants, needs, and true self by holding back your truth. Withholding a part of yourself can create disharmony in the physical body and dis-ease in the long term. Your body reflects the call of your heart and tries to pass it on to your brain. Listen and honor this communication and be grateful for its guidance. Our bodies are immaculate and perfect vessels, tuned delicately to all parts of our being. Together with our bodies, our minds, spirits, and environments constantly work to reflect information to us about our well being and guide us on our true path. Act on the signals your body and surroundings are communicating to you to foster inner growth, spiritual abundance, and well being. So there you go. A lot of these things are confirmation of the things that came up that I channeled. Take that with you. I'm going to go into some healing energy oracle messages to bring together this reading that we co-created with the divine. Be you. Whatever you are in your life right now, be that person. But that inner social butterfly is ready to be seen again. And although it may feel uncomfortable for you now because you've closed your throat chakra for so long, it's who you are. It's also a part of you. That was fast. Look at that. The first healing energy oracle message is called Me, and it reads as follows. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. With attention to the green chakra, which is a color that I am seeing on my table, in relation to the heart chakra. The second healing energy oracle message is called Faithfulness, and it reads as follows. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in the Most High, and the universe. You have a faith in yourself that is indestructible, unwavering. Do not allow the things that you see or hear or even feel in this physical existence to take that knowing away from you, take that faith away from you, because it's an illusion. It's a part of this physical existence. It's not a part of you. Fear is what I'm talking about. It's not a part of you. I don't know why I just started flipping for more cards, but I did, and a third one came out, so I'm going to get into it. It is called I Am Light, and it reads as follows. I always have hope, no matter the ordeal. I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to the Most High and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. Well, I'm glad I did get that third one out because it is beautiful. I'm seeing yellow on my table. And this just reiterates the faithfulness message. You have a better future coming to you. And don't forget that you have an unwavering faith in your own success, in your well being, that you can make it through anything that this life has to throw at you. We're going to get into some activations to lay this beautiful reading to rest with the beloved collective. It's okay to be where you are right now until it isn't. And at that time, you are going to have to prepare yourself to be uncomfortable, to move forward and allow your abundance to come in. Look at that, more green. There's a lot of heart chakra energy on the table. Even more green, look at that. Your heart space is calling. You have a big heart. You feel so deeply. And you have a strong connection to collective consciousness, which also makes it sensitive for you. And trust me, we know all about that over here. The first activation is called Perception, number 35. That reduces to an 8, and it reads as follows. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Moving us beyond our comfort zone. I've been talking about the comfort zone quite a bit. The second activation is called Earth, number 24, that reduces to a 6 and reads as follows. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. Yes, there are a lot of illusions that have been created in this physical realm, but there's also a lot of truth, a lot of sources of abundance, a lot of sources of light that have been created here as well. Nature, it is a direct reflection of life itself and the cycles of life. And we're all deeply connected to that life force that lives here in this realm. Well, that was beautiful. Thank you all for coming out to check out what's on Karma's table. If you want to like and subscribe, go ahead, but no pressure. Know that you are the lead character in your life. Everyone else is just supporting roles. And if they don't support you, then they should not be in your movie. Remember that you are loved and we are the highly favored.